Imagine this. The biggest rap star in the world is gunned down on a Las Vegas strip. His friend and label boss grazed by bullets, and the entire hip-hop industry thrown into chaos. Nearly 30 years later, one question still refuses to die. Was Sean Diddy Combs secretly behind the assassination of Tupac Shakur? This isn't a conspiracy theory whispered on forums. These are claims now resurfacing in official court documents, DEA files, and lawsuits, painting a chilling picture of the East Coast-West Coast rivalry, a million-dollar bounty, and one of the most mysterious unsolved murders in music history. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear is a story that twists from recording studios in New York to gang wars in Compton, to a Cadillac pulling up alongside Tupac's BMW on that fateful September night in 1996. The alleged million-dollar hit Dwayne Keith, Keffe D. Davis, the only person charged in Tupac's murder, is at the center of this storm. According to DEA reports and grand jury testimony, Davis claimed that Diddy put out a staggering $1 million bounty for the deaths of both Tupac Shakur and Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight. Hours before Tupac was shot, he had attacked Davis's nephew in a hotel brawl after the Mike Tyson fight. By Davis's account, revenge was already in motion. But if the bounty allegation is true, then the shooting wasn't just gang retaliation. It was a carefully orchestrated hit, with music industry power struggles fueling the fire. Before we go deeper into these explosive claims, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We cover the biggest stories in celebrity history and hip-hop culture, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. East Coast versus West Coast, fueling the rivalry. To understand why someone might have wanted Tupac gone, you need to understand the era. In the mid-1990s, Tupac and Biggie Smalls weren't just rappers. They were symbols of two warring coasts. Tupac was tied to Death Row Records and the Bloods, while Biggie was signed under Diddy's Bad Boy Records, allegedly connected to the rival Crips. Tensions exploded at the 1995 Source Awards when Suge Knight publicly mocked Diddy on stage. Soon after, Knight's close friend was murdered outside a party that Diddy's crew also attended, and according to Davis, this was when Diddy first began voicing the unthinkable, that he wanted both Knight and Tupac dead. These weren't idle words, Davis insists. Meetings allegedly took place, private conversations were had, and eventually guns were loaded. The night Tupac was shot fast, forward to September 7th, 1996. After the hotel brawl, Tupac and Suge headed toward Club 662. But on their way, a white Cadillac pulled up next to Tupac's BMW. Inside were Davis and 3 other Crips. Davis later admitted he handed a Glock to one of the men, and shots were fired into Tupac's car. 6 days later, Tupac was dead. For years, speculation swirled, but no one was held accountable. That is, until Davis himself was arrested in 2023 and charged with murder. He now faces trial, but as part of his defense, he's pointing the finger back at Diddy, saying he was only following orders fueled by that million-dollar promise. Civil suits and new allegations. But here's where things get even darker. Multiple civil suits filed against Diddy in recent years also connect him to Tupac's death. One claims Diddy bragged about ordering the hit. Another alleges he may have helped finance the Cadillac used in the drive-by. And most shockingly, one lawsuit describes Diddy allegedly threatening a victim during a private encounter by saying, "If I can get Pac hit, what do you think I can do to you?" Now, it's important to note, Sean Combs has repeatedly denied any involvement in Tupac's death. He's never been charged in connection to it, and police insist he has never even been considered a suspect. His lawyers call these claims baseless, fabricated attempts to extort money. Still, the sheer volume of lawsuits, coupled with Davis's sworn testimony, keeps the speculation alive. What happened next? 6 months after Tupac's murder, Biggie Smalls was also killed in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles. Retired detective Greg Kading believes Suge Knight ordered Biggie's death in retaliation. To this day, no one has been charged. Meanwhile, Diddy's career only grew, launching him into global stardom with I'll Be Missing You. Death Row collapsed, Suge Knight ended up in prison, and Bad Boy Records flourished. But now, decades later, Diddy's empire is under siege. His fortune has dropped, he faces multiple lawsuits, and new federal cases have already brought him to trial on other charges. And as Keffa D's trial approaches in 2026, the question remains, will Tupac's murder finally see justice, or will it forever remain one of hip-hop's greatest unsolved mysteries? What do you think? Was Tupac's death simply the result of gang violence spiraling out of control, or was there truly a $1 million bounty placed on his head by one of the most powerful men in music? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're fascinated by untold celebrity scandals and news, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. More stories like this are on the way.